Have you ever wondered why wealthy families insure with life insurance their children or even their grandchildren? We're going to talk about it. Listen, it's not because they expect something tragic to happen. It's because they understand something that most families never learn about money, about protection, and about long-term wealth. Today, I'm going to explain why life insurance for kids is actually a strategic financial move that really makes sense and why you should consider it. So, first, when people hear life insurance for kids, they immediately think that's morbid, that's unnecessary, that's weird. That's what I thought when it was suggested to me when my older kids were itty bitty, right? But wealthy families don't think that way. They're thinking long term, they're thinking protection, and they're thinking leverage. So we're going to break it down. The first reason that wealthy families get insurance on their kids is insurability protection. When you insure a young child, typically they don't have, unless they're born with something, right? They don't have medical issues. So you lock in their health at a young age and guarantee insurability long term. And I'm not talking about term insurance. I'm talking about permanent insurance that they're going to carry for their entire life. You get to lock in their insurability at a young age. Unfortunately, we see things happen, right? We see childhood cancers, different things that come along, autism, different things that come along that can affect the insurability of a child long term. And when you insure them, even, as young as at birth, you protect that. You avoid future medical underwriting issues, and you are protecting their future ability to have coverage, even if they develop a condition later in life. They could be in their 20s or 30s and develop something, and they have that foundation of life insurance. Okay. So reason number two is they lock in the cost. Coverage is cheapest when someone is young and healthy. The earlier that it's structured properly, the more efficient it is. And again, we're not talking term insurance. So there's got to be a structure to these tools, which leads me to reason number three is it can be a long-term wealth building tool. So when you structure these policies correctly, certain types of life insurance can actually build in tax advantage cash value. It can create liquidity later in life and serve as a private family banking tool for them as they age. So this legit is not about death. It's about strategic structure. There's an amazing book called What Would the Rockefellers Do? Regardless of what you think about the Rockefeller family, they knew how to preserve wealth, and with each generation, they got wealthier. And one of the primary ways they did that is understanding how to leverage life insurance and trusts. Now, I don't wholeheartedly agree with the type of life insurance they used anymore because it's not as effective today as it was when they got started. But there are ways to design that today. So here's when it doesn't make sense for you to get life insurance on your kids, right? Is if you're in debt and you have a ton of debt to pay off, you need to start there. And if you have no coverage on yourself, you actually cannot get decent coverage for your kids if you don't first have insurance for yourself. So protection flows in order. If you want to know whether insuring your child makes sense for you or your family, I would love for you to book a free wealth map call with me and my team. And we'll look at your full financial picture, not just one thing. That's one thing I love about what we do is we take a holistic look at planning. We look at 6 different areas of money and we develop a plan specific to you. And because you're watching this video, the link below, you actually get this plan for free. So book the call and find out if life insurance for you or for your kids is right and exactly how that should be structured.